is. One day you walk into your office and it's freezing cold. It turns out the heat is broken. It won't be fixed for a week, so your boss calls an office meeting. All right, guys, and like the government, all right, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set fires in our garbage cans to keep the place warm. So you look at your boss and you think, this is a crazy idea. We shouldn't do this. But your coworker sitting next to you is thinking, I can't wait to start this fire. So your boss dismisses everybody in your office, and you all go back to your offices, and you're thinking, this is just a bad idea. I don't want to do this. As you're sitting there considering this, you start to smell burning human hair. Your boss comes running out of his office. Everybody open the windows. Oh my God, people are getting hurt. Someone has been severely burned. The sprinklers go off. You'll have to go home. The next day you walk in, another meeting. It's still freezing. Your boss says, okay, I have an even better idea than yesterday. We're still going to use office fires. That's not a bad idea. But instead, we're going to put fans in the window and blow the smoke out. You're thinking to yourself, this is just as stupid as yesterday. So you go, all right, we'll let this go. So you get to your office, you light your fire, you set your fan, and it's still freezing. Another meeting. Bigger fires, bigger fans, open the windows more. Everybody goes back to their office, start lighting the fires, people are screaming. Human hair burning, 3 people are injured. It's completely terrible, you have to go home again. So at this point you're thinking to yourself, okay, my boss has it. There is no way he's going to suggest fires again. It's a bad idea. The next day you walk into your office, another meeting. Your boss says, okay, here's the plan. No more office fires. Huge bonfire in the middle of the office. Exhaust fan above it. Daily calf sacrifice to appease the gods and animal spirits. You're like, okay, this is it. You go to your office. You write a memo to your boss. You say, I think this is a terrible idea. You send it his way. Later that day, he comes to your office, crumples up the piece of paper, throws it in your face, smacks you in the mouth, and sends you on your way. Now, if you have ever been in this sort of situation, where somebody at the top is trying to solve a problem, but only makes them worse, you know what it's like paying attention to the United States government. That is what they do. They keep saying, we have a bad idea, and it creates worse problems, but instead of getting rid of that bad idea, we're just going to add more bad ideas to get rid of all the problems we've created. And that is progress. That is change. Keep the institutions that you have that are terrible, that are crumbling, that don't work, and just augment them a little every 4 years, every 2 years. Promise your constituents that you're going to fix them. How many people truly believe here that Social Security will one day be fixed? And you know what's great about Washington, D.C.? It's better if it's never fixed. Because in every 2 years, every 4 years, I am here to fix Social Security. I am here to end poverty. I am here to fix health care. Every 2 to 4 years, this is what you hear, and nothing ever gets solved. And it's because when government does something that is problematic, when it makes a mistake, it can never admit to it. None of the administrators, none of the politicians, they never want to. They stick to it. Look at the foreign policy we have over in the Middle East today. President Bush sent over troops to Iraq and Afghanistan. And now President Obama is giving us Afghanistan and Iraq.
There's your change.
No change. It's broken. It needs to be fixed. And you can't just take your solution and augment it a little, just like the office fire. The office fires don't work. The Federal Reserve doesn't work. Having an empire doesn't work. Taxing the hell out of people's income doesn't work. But they say it's necessary and it's needed, and they'll never admit to the fact that they've been wrong about it. And this is what we're up against. We're up against a brick wall of, dare I say, idiocy. Of people saying, this is a great idea. Let's go with this one. It failed? It doesn't matter. We'll just change it a little. And that's the government we have right now. Deception. Deception, that's right. Has everybody seen the Obama deception? Yeah. Who owns President Obama?
The Goldman Sachs!
Goldman Sachs, all right, there you go. Right, and is that change from the other presidents in the past?
No, I see no change.
No, no change at all. They're all funded by Wall Street, all giving money to Wall Street, and this is what we're up against. And so this is my challenge to everybody here. If today is your first event, if today is your 5th event, if today is your 10th, 100th, 1 millionth, if you're 80 years old and you've been doing this all your life, make today the first day that you do this every day, that you talk to your neighbors, that you let them know that the government just sticks to its story and always will. See, they have momentum on their side. They can say, well, you know, those capitalists, they're just evil. We're doing everything we can, and we're just right, and everybody believes them. Why? Simply because they've been in power. Well, the government's been around a long time. They can probably fix everything. So my challenge to you is to fight that. Is to talk to your neighbors, because it's about education at the end of the day. It's about letting them know about the deception. It's about letting them know how things go wrong. But part of reaching out to everybody, your neighbors and your friends and your family, is educating yourself. How many people here have been talking to somebody about the Federal Reserve or taxes and school choice and got stuck on a question? Just got stuck on a question, said, I need to maybe look that up. Oh, you're all experts. Okay, I'm sorry, then this speech isn't for you. You're all just absolutely... No, the point is, if you're gonna try to educate other people, it starts with you. It starts with commitment that you have to learning all this stuff. I don't really like learning about monetary policy. It's not all that interesting, but if my rights are being violated by means of federal monetary policy, you can bet I'm gonna learn all about it. And that's what we need to do. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to tell your family and your friends. I would also like to ask you guys a challenge to go to nyccfl.com. It's a brand new website for the New York City movement. Again, that's nyccfl.com. All the coordinator information is up there for Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, even Long Island and New Jersey. On the website, you will see events for every day of the week, every week of the month. Because in New York City, there's a lot of events going on, freedom-oriented events, where you could go out and educate people. Do you know they're occurring? Who knows? But if you go to nyccfl.com, there's a calendar on the front page. You'll know where everybody is in the city for the upcoming week, the upcoming month. And this is my last challenge to you before we get started. Hit the phones on Monday. We have to melt the switchboard. That is the goal for Monday.